Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great and ultra rare Class B camper van value from Parkway RV Center. Today we're going to look at a 2001 Phoenix. This is a 19-foot Class B camper van. Just turned 70,000 miles, 70,500 and some odd miles to be exact. Very rare. You don't hardly see these anymore, but it's a turtle top style van with the higher roof. So you actually get an extra bed in this one and a little bit more headroom. Looking around, folks, the tires and the batteries are both almost brand new. All fiberglass roof. Got a Dometic roof air that's ice cold. Refrigerator. I mean, this is a neat little van, folks. It's a bargain price for the money. Normally you can't get much of a van for $19,900, but this one, you know, especially one with good miles on it and all that, but this is kind of the exception to the rule. All fiberglass exterior. It's got all kinds of extra amenities, folks. Like I said, it's got the roof air, it's got the fridge, got the microwave, got the bathroom with the shower. Now, this unit does not have a generator, and it really doesn't need one because you're going to have your dash air to keep it cool while you're driving, and you're going to be hooked into shore power like I am right now in the evening at the campground. So unless you're going to boondock camp, you're not really going to need a generator. You're not going to have much use for a generator. It's just going to take up weight, just going to be more service. And the more weight, of course, it's going to decrease your fuel mileage too. So, you know, in a Class C or a Class A, you can justify a generator. In fact, that's pretty much, you have to have a generator in a Class C or a Class A. But these little vans, folks, more of these don't have generators than do, and you really don't need them. But anyway, folks, so tires look almost brand new. You know, these right here are probably the hardest type of motorhome to find, and that's a Class B camper van. I can't keep these in stock, and I can't find them when I sell them. You know, I go through hundreds of Class A's and Class C's every year, and maybe only get maybe 10 of these vans in if I'm lucky. Sometimes I don't even get that many in. So, and I'm sure most of you already know this that are looking for these little traveling camping vans. It does have a awning. Let's look inside, and I'll show you this turtle top too, because this is about as late a model one as I've seen with that turtle top. All right, and it's got pretty good height clearance too, so that's kind of neat. Oh, and it does have the 5.9 liter Magnum V-8 if you're an old school guy like me. That's the 360 cubic inch V8, which is a great motor, and it's got 70,500 miles. So let's step up in here. And we'll start here in the front. Like I said, the dash air is ice cold, and you can keep the whole camper van comfortable with the dash air and the dash heat. Got tilt cruise, power windows, windshield looks great. No check engine lights. I got the buzzer going off now because I've got this side door open. Got a little kitchenette in here. You've got a refrigerator and a microwave on one side, and you've got a stovetop and a sink on the other. It's got a little water heater built in, DSI water heater. Overhead, you've got this bed, and this bed's not slid out, but it actually slides out all the way to the edge of this, and you've actually got a bed. You could sleep somebody up there if you wanted to. Seats look great, captain's chairs look great, carpet looks great. You've got two opposing sofas in the back with a removable table that makes one big bed. So you've got a queen there and I guess a double bed up top. This is a two-way RV refrigerator freezer, runs off electric or gas. Microwave, you've got it's like a 13,500 BTU roof air. I don't know why in the world they put that big of one in here, but I promise you folks that will get as cold as you want it to go. And be honest with you, that dash air is going to keep it comfortable. And of course, these right here, you got the removable floor. That's for your shower. You open this compartment door right here up. Let me try to show you this. Little LED light in here. Anyway, right here you've got your toilet, and this is also your shower. You got a shower curtain that goes all the way around this middle hall and gives you a little shower area. Now folks, is it something you want to use every day? Probably not. But considering you've only got 19 foot to work with, this is about as good as you can expect for a bathroom and a shower. And more likely you're going to have to sit on the toilet to take your shower. But, you know, it gets the job done. You know, a lot of people buy these vans that stay in hotels, or they'll stay in campgrounds with bathhouses, which is what I do in my 38 footer. Of course, I'm a big guy too. I'm 6'4", 280 pounds. Even in my 38 foot Class A, I'm a lot more comfortable in a bathhouse shower than I am in a RV shower. Plus you get, you know, a lot more hot water, a lot more water pressure. But anyway, 2 sofas in the back. It does have an HD TV and a DVD player right here. And it's actually pretty comfortable once you get back here. Like I said, this, you know, if you're a guy my size, you know, this may not be the right choice for you. But if you're, you know, average size person, or a smaller guy, or a small couple or something like that, this is ideal, folks. You know, you get great fuel mileage, 15 miles a gallon. That's my full-size truck doesn't get much better than that. And you can't spend the night in it and have a bathroom and a kitchen in it. So, but I'll tell you, folks, you know, if you're needing something to travel in, this is great. You know, you don't even have to spend the night in it. You know, this would be a great traveling van. You know, go out and have picnic lunch, or you know, have two couples or something that like to go to, you know, national parks, casinos, or anything like that wants to stay in hotels. How nice would it be to have a van that you can travel in, have a bathroom in, have cold drinks, a microwave, TV, all that stuff that you can use, and because you can run that refrigerator off gas, and you know, have a nice comfortable vehicle to travel in. If you want to stop, take a nap somewhere, you've got plenty of room in here to relax. So a lot of advantages to a van like this, not just spending the night. And this is strictly, now I know on paper it'll sleep up to 4 because that's a double bed, your queen back here, but you know, realistically this is a couple motorhome, maybe with an occasional guest. You know, if you're going to have any more than that, folks, you're probably going to have to go up to a B plus or a Class C to be comfortable. But you know, in the meantime, it is what it is, folks. It's great on fuel mileage. You know, the advantage of this, you can park in a regular parking spot. You can drive a teenage driver can park this thing. You know, if you can drive a full-size car or a full-size truck or minivan, you can drive this Class B motorhome without any issues. And this is something you can drive for a long period of time. You're not going to get fatigued like you do driving the big ones. And much more. Got the 360 V8s, got plenty of power for pulling out traffic and getting on the interstate without getting run over. I mean, this is a neat little van, folks. It really is, especially for the price. You know, most of the time, you got to spend 30, 35 grand to get a decent used Class B camper van, and I don't get many of these for under 20 grand, especially one with good miles. You know, 70,000 miles on one of these vans is considered low miles because these vans are so easy to use that people jump in these things and use them a whole lot more than they use the big motorhomes. I mean, this is something, if you just want to travel somewhere for the day, go to a park, go fishing, go to an event or craft show or flea market or whatever, you know, this is a van that's ideal for that. So this is something you can use a lot more than a big motorhome. So, you know, either way you look at it, folks, it's low miles for a 2001 model Class B camper van. I mean, you break it 16 years by 70,000 miles, put a pencil to that. That's not many miles at all. And most of the 2001s you see on the market for this price have 120, 130,000 miles. I just did an 06 earlier with 126 on it. So, I mean, these little vans are extremely hard to find, especially with low miles and especially for under 20 grand. Folks, this unit's going to include a major systems check by our certified RV techs that will be completed after purchase. And the way it works is, to keep our overhead down, we don't check these units out till we sell them. And we've got 170 used RVs out here, so, you know, I'd have to hire a bunch of RV technicians to pre-check them. And when I have to hire a bunch of them, those good RV tech, a certified RV tech like I use here, can make 100 grand a year. So I can't afford to hire, you know, 20 or 25 of them. I try to keep 2 or 3 here, and Believe me, folks, that cost us, that's our biggest expense here, is to pay those guys. And what they'll do is, once it's sold, it's going to go into line or in queue to go into the back or into our service bays. Once it works its way up to the service bay, my guys have got a checklist that we go through, covers virtually all the major systems on this camper van, all the important systems. And if you want a copy of that list, of course, all you got to do is contact us before you bid on eBay or buy this unit on the 20+ different websites we use. And my salespeople will be happy to give you a copy of the list of what we check and repair if needed for the price you pay, which is a lot more extensive than you're going to find at most RV dealers for a 2001 model. In fact, this one for $19,900 is going to go through the same inspection list that a $80,000, $90,000 motorhome will go through. And we're going to go through that list, fix anything on that list that may not function, if any, which I've just been going through it, folks. Fridge is cold, air is cold, dash air is cold, all the lights work, TV works. I mean, besides putting some water and checking the propane system and pulling the awning out, it's pretty much ready to go. We just drove it 300+ miles in here, so obviously the running and driving good's fine. There's no check engine lights. It's got almost new tires on it, almost new batteries. So, this thing is pretty much already checked, but we'll still go through the formalities and just double check everything because, I've been around these things 20 years, but I'm not a certified RV tech, even though I probably know about as much as some of those guys that go to Florida and spend tens of thousands of dollars going to specialty schools to become a certified RV tech. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. But you can take it for $19,900. That's a haggle-free price, folks. I don't, and when I say haggle-free, I just don't say it for the heck of it. I say it because that's the way we operate. I don't care how you're paying. I don't care if you're paying cash. I don't care if you're financing. I don't care if you're paying in gold and silver bars. It's $19,900. That's the price. If you want it inspected, checked out, ready to go. Now, if you want to come get it without the inspection, without the walkthrough, without anything, just jump in it and go. And of course, I'll plug it in like it is right now, so you can go through it before you make up your decision. You can turn the fridge on, the air on, do your own little inspection if you want to. If you want to buy it like that, folks, without my having to pay my techs to go through it, check everything, repair anything you might need on our list. And if I don't have to pay them to do a walkthrough, of course, I will discount the price what it cost me to pay my techs to do those services. So, and then you also get the added benefit if you don't have to wait for the inspection. You can pick it up the same day you pay for it. And I'm not saying you have to make that decision before you come down here and look at it. If you'll give us a minimum 24 hours notice, we'll plug this unit into power, turn the fridge on, turn the air on before you get here. You'll set a date and a time, an appointment with one of my non-commissioned salespeople, and please stay and be here on time for that appointment. And you can go through it, you can test drive it, you can decide, hey, you know what, this van's fine. Everything's good enough for me. I'll just take the discount, take it like it is. And you can take it home the same day you pay for it. And, this is a van that I'm sure many of you who've been looking for them cannot find. And there's a reason for that. It's supply and demand. Now, if you need to finance this van, folks, it is an 01. The NADA is pretty much worthless on this van because you couldn't even buy the parts off this van for what the retail value says it's worth, because NADA is not true market value because it does not account for supply and demand. When you've got a vehicle that everybody wants and nobody has, the prices go up. And it's not just us trying to make more money. It's not, folks, we have a very minimum markup. These vans cost us so much money to buy and bring in here. You would be shocked at how little our markup is over what we paid for it. It's literally 1/3 of what other dealers charge. And these little vans are in such high demand, folks, that you cannot buy one of these. In fact, I'd give double retail for one of these vans all day long. If you can find me a van this nice with 70,000 miles for twice what the NADA says it's worth, I'll buy it from you. But you just cannot find them for that. So if you need, the only bad thing about that is if you need to finance it, you're going to have a pretty good chunk down. I'm talking probably 50% down minimum, so about 10 grand down if you need to finance it. And And I'm sorry, folks, I don't loan the money. That's the bank's jobs. They're the ones with the money. They're the ones that make the rules, not me. But the NADA is worthless on this. I know it doesn't have much of a book, but, you know, try to find one for twice that amount, twice that book value. You won't be able to find it. I can't, and I've been doing this for over 20 years. And, you know, I've been involved in all aspects of this industry, folks. I've sold these things. I've worked on them. I've delivered them, picked them up. You know, I buy and sell them. You know, a lot of y'all don't know this, but I'm heavily involved with the buying and selling of these RVs, and plus doing the videos and advertising. And I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but you got to realize, folks, I buy and sell more RVs in a single day than most of you will do in your entire lifetime. So it's safe to say I've got a pretty good understanding what the market is and what things are worth as far as buying them and what they're worth selling them. This thing's worth the money, folks. And if you can find one for less and with 70,000 miles and a full inspection by certified RV techs for under 20 grand, you know, you need to buy it because I can't find it. Anyway, 19.9, haggle free, with the inspection, with the walkthrough, and everything else that's included, the starter kit, the temporary tag, and all that. No extra fees, or we will discount the price. Just jump in it and go, and no inspection. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions, you can call us at 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Our website's parkwayrvcenter.com. You can apply for financing. We do have a secure credit app on our website, but now keep in mind, due to the age and the book value, you're going to have around $10,000 down minimum. So, like I said, not my rules, it's the bank's. You know, the banks don't buy and sell used RVs, and I don't loan money. So, you know, I don't tell them their business. They don't tell them. They don't tell us ours. But 19.9 will trade while it lasts. 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays. 423-605-6747. I've actually got a decent selection of used Class Bs. Probably more than any other dealer in the Southeast. I've probably got 6 or 7. But these things go quick, folks. And I've said it before in my other videos, and I'll say it again. If they passed a law where every RV dealer could only sell one type of RV, I would sell these. Excuse me, ragweed. Because nobody has these things, and I try to buy every one I can get my hands on. It don't matter the mileage, as long as it's in good condition, I'll buy one of these because they're so rare. If you've got one of these you want to sell, folks, please call me. I don't care if it's 3,000 miles away. If we can make a deal to make it worth my while, I'll fly somebody out there to pick it up and drive it back. That's how desperate we are for these little Class B vans, because you cannot find these things for the prices that we're selling them for. So if you've got one you want to sell, I'll make an offer on it. I don't care how far away it is, as long as it's in, the only thing it has to be in good condition. The mileage doesn't bother me as long as the motorhome's in good condition. So give us a call, email us. We're on, of course, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I've got my own Big Bow Facebook page you're welcome to look at. Send me a friend request. YouTube, of course. You know, and subscribe to my channel. I post videos every day, and I try to get all these vans that I possibly can. And they're just not out there, folks. Especially this turtle top. See, I'm 6'4", and I can stand straight up in here, in this part of the RV. You know, once you get into the kitchenette area, I can actually stand straight up, and that's something I can't do in hardly any other kind of Class B camper van. But these turtle tops, thanks to that higher roof, I can do that. Thank you for watching. If you have questions, call us. You can email us, sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. We have no extra fees, no dock fees, no prep fees, no tag and title fees, none of that junk. 19.9, it's haggle free, but it's out the door. So in other words, you bring this 19.9 in cashier's check, cash, or a wire transfer, you just bought yourself a van that's checked out, ready to go. Or we'll take less for it if you want to come take it as is and check it out yourself. Either way you go, you're getting a nice van, folks, for a bargain price. Hope to see you soon here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. Nationwide delivery is also available. Just contact our non-commissioned salespeople to get a price on delivery. And folks, we don't make any money on delivery. All we ask you to do is just pay us back what it costs us to get it to you. So if it costs us $1,000 to get it to you, we're just going to charge you $1,000. We're not going to charge you $1,500 like other dealers do. And we may deliver it ourselves, or we may put it on U-ship, depending on how far away you want it brought to you. And folks, we sell RVs to buyers from all over the country. I don't care how far away you live. We've sold somebody in your area an RV before. I just got through with some people from Northern California earlier today that came up here to buy a Class A. So you can fly in, you can drive in. We're going to save you money either way you go. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.